Hey guys, how we doing? It is your buddy Thor, and dude man is under the blankies. We're driving way out in the middle of the boonies here because we're participating in, I'm representing a CBD company for professional dog athletes that are dog jumpers. Doc jumper. So anyway, I just thought I'd pop on here for a minute. I am going to do a little bit more organized video. I keep saying it, but I just want to keep checking in before I get to that. One reason I'm not rushing to do it is because there's a lot of people out there that are trying to teach things they don't understand, and I think it's real important that I don't ever be one of those people. So even though I'm coming into a great new knowledge, I don't want to rush off and shoot from the hip, so to speak. I want to make sure I give people decent information. And I've been kind of fooled by a few people along this journey. So there's a guy named Kelby Smith with his advocates who's a charlatan, who said he was a friend of Tom Hanks in one of his videos. That was when I went, wait, what? And then he went back and deleted the part where he said, I have a friend, and then all of a sudden he deleted it out. He deleted him saying Tom Hanks. This is when COVID was going on. And then I had paid for some of his services, and he just kept jerking me left and right. And so there's a lot of people out there trying to make money on people trying to understand how the banking system and IRS and, your freedoms actually work. Because everything works on commerce in this country, and you gotta make mistakes sometimes in order to learn. So I'm not mad at myself for making some of these mistakes. And in fact, I hope some of my mistakes will help, those out there that are seeking the truth. Because there's another guy, Yusuf L., who has a lot of good information. He's gotten me a good long way, and then I paid for some of his services, and he dropped off the face of the planet. He wouldn't return any of my emails. He actually sent a certified letter back to me. He wouldn't accept it. And, again, he's about making money, and he'll tell you, I ain't about making no money. I don't want to badmouth people, but when you pay someone a couple $100s for some services and you can't get any customer service regarding, the website didn't even work, you know what I mean? So if your website's not even working, you should at least get back to somebody. Anyway, the whole point is there are bits of knowledge you can get from these different people. But the most knowledge that I'm finding I get is free. It really is free. It just takes time to sift through all the knowledge, to read all the documents that are available. And, I'll start to share where some people can get that. There's one gentleman I listen to on a regular basis who was a true American. He was a patriot, and he doesn't want money for what he does. When somebody genuinely doesn't want money for what they do and they just want to help others, that's somebody who is good-spirited, in my opinion. Not that you can't make money in this world, but when you start to understand who you are as a free American national and not a citizen of the United States Corporation. Citizen being a lowercase c because it's not a proper noun. Grammar is everything. People read things and they don't even understand what they're reading, or have an overstanding of what they're reading. And if you don't know the difference between understanding and overstanding, that's a good place to start. So, I would download a Bouvier's Law Dictionary, Black's Law Dictionary, and start looking up words that you're not familiar with. That's a great place to start. So, that's why I've been dragging my feet a little bit, because I'm not sure where to start to tell you to start. I don't have a laid out outline, and most people are like, just tell me what I need to know. Tell me what I need to know. They're in a hurry. They, if they don't hear something that resonates with them immediately, then they just dismiss it. They dismiss it as gobbledygook. And so I don't want to turn people off to the truth, because I don't give them the silver bullet they're looking for. Okay? Because there is remedy within law. There is remedy within being an American-born citizen with a capital C. Okay? American citizens with a capital C. They turn the capital C into a lowercase c with the second Constitution. If you don't know that there are two constitutions, one that has an unratified 14th Amendment and 16th Amendment, if you're not familiar that there's two constitutions, you can start there too. Okay? There is one that is Constitution for the United States of America, and there's another one that is a Constitution of the United States of America. Okay? The second one was written 100 years after the first one. 100 years after the first one. And one was written for Americans, and the other one was written for the corporation of the United States. Okay? And if you are not familiar with the fact that sorry, I turned my head. I didn't mean to shout into the microphone there. But if you're not familiar with the fact, everything comes in threes. That's why I repeat myself 3 times. The fact that the United States is a corporation, then that's where you have to start. Because until you understand that the United States is a corporation, a de facto corporation that has, I would say, unlawfully taken control as our government of America. If you're a United States citizen, you're not an American, okay? Legally on paper. And so legally on paper, you have to remove yourself from the citizenship of the United States Corporation. And once you do that, you have an American inheritance that you can draw from to live, to flourish, to not struggle every single day of your life. And there are thousands of people that have done this. And I say thousands because the majority of people are mind controlled. Anybody who's listening to this understands that there's a vast amount of mind control. Okay? And what I would start to do is, as I give you these videos from now on, is have a pen and a paper handy and write down words I give you, write down things I give you, like what's the difference between the United States and United States of America. If I tell you to go look up the Corporation of the United States and study that, go study that. Okay, so instead of me sitting down and trying to put together some video that'll take weeks and weeks and weeks, and then finding out that maybe I should have put something before something else, or added this in or added that in, and I already uploaded it to YouTube, I'll start to give you different ideas, okay? Like, again, be wary of some of these gurus out there. Don't trust them. You can take information from them, you take knowledge from them. You're welcome to comment below and exchange information with me, ideas, ask me questions. And you know, the idea eventually is, if there's enough people that are interested and start following this channel, I have to get to 1,000 followers before I can do a live stream. And once I do a live stream, I can interact with people on here, you know, and then I could even do like a live stream, Zoom or something. You know, I don't know how all that technology works, but this way we can start to talk with one another, because there are other groups out there that I'm starting to try to connect with as well. And I'll give people information on that too. One of the best websites I've come across is We Are the People. I just found it a few days ago because I just started listening to this incredible man, patriot, veteran, who really understood the law of how America works and how the banking system works and how there's remedy, and we can draw from our birthright, our birth certificate. There are funds available to true Americans if you are willing to be courageous enough to remove yourself from the citizenship of the corporation of the United States and lead yourself back to America. And these people who have the courage to do it can rest assured that they'll never have to struggle making ends meet anymore. You know, this is not about getting rich. This is not about living the high life. This is about being secure financially, you know, and being free spiritually. So, I just find the best way time-wise is just to get on here every now and then and update people where I'm at. I will put up some documents and do, some short videos as far as things you can read, and that's just for a few of the people that, I don't know if I should say few, maybe the many people that are not willing to do their own research and write some stuff down. There's a lot of people out there that are lazy and they want you to do it for them. I'm not here to help those people. Those people are going to continue to live struggling, and I'm okay with that, because I'm having to put a lot of work in order to make this happen. But I want to share it with people. And the reason is I'm not looking to make money off of it, because if you do the right processes, you have an unlimited amount of funds available to you. So why would I need to make money off other people if I already have access to everything I need? This is what I don't understand about some of these gurus like Yusuf L. And I'm even taking a law class right now from Gene Keating and Gene Keating Law. And, there's a lot of good information in there. But I still haven't got as far along as I do with Patrick Paul Devine, patriot veteran Patrick Devine. If you look up Patrick Devine, I'm gonna start reposting some of his stuff. So, and I'll tell you who it is. I'll tell you it's Patrick Devine. I'm not trying to take any. And that's another thing is, he said something that really made a mark on me, which is, save the teaching for the elders. He said anybody who's over 50 and beyond, who's been doing this for a long time, who really understands their stuff. So I'm not trying to teach anyone, but I'll share what I know or what I've come across. And that way I can help inspire people to continue their own journey. Because I want people to go, wait, what's he talking about? How are there two United States? And there's actually three. So, And what does he mean? And what do you mean reclaim your birth certificate? Your birth certificate is a certificate of title. It's actually a land title. It's something that they have made money on since you were born. Okay, and it's not a certificate of live birth. It is a birth certificate. It is a certificate of title. It's something that they can trade. It's something they can create bonds off of. So they make millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars, and they put it into your account. If you ever come across the information and understand that once you are of age, of majority, which is 18, you can reclaim your property. You can reclaim the certificate of title, and you can access those funds. Those are yours, but you have to become the owner. And most people don't know that. They think a birth certificate is just this cute little thing that you use for identification purposes, and it's not. It's so much more. And that is how the federal education system works, is they keep you dumbed down. I can't tell you how many people are dumbed down. Even a lot of people listening to this are dumbed down. This is why they have the debates on TV and this and that and the other. They keep people dumbed down, chasing their tail, instead of focused on true remedy. What is the real remedy? The truth is that the corporation of the United States is a foreign government that has conquered this nation, okay? However, we're allowed, as sovereign people, we're allowed to navigate and live here unharmed by these people. Unless you agree that you are a United States corporation slave. If you agree to that, then they can do whatever they want to you. So it's important that, sorry, saying hi to some people. Everybody's starting to show up. But, if you are in their club, they can do whatever they want to you. Okay? So it's funny when he says, it's a big club and you're not in it. Actually, you're in the club. The problem is you're just you're in the pisser with the club. Like, you're not running. Only the people running the club are the ones that are going to benefit. Everybody else is a bunch of dumbed down slaves. So take some of this stuff that I'm giving you, and I'll keep sharing. Again, Patrick Devine. I'm going to put up a phone call that he had. That's what he does. He does phone calls where people can call in and ask questions and stuff. And this information will blow your mind. Now when you hear this, it's going, you can't jump the gun all the way to, discharging debt and stuff like that. There's a process to go through, and it takes time to go through it. Okay, so don't hear anything and then go 0 to 100. It's important to just start with the beginning. What's the difference between the public and the private? What's the difference between my Christian appellation name and an all capital letter name? Because it does matter. And let's start with that there, and I will check in with you guys shortly. Make it an amazing Sunday. And put your thinking caps on. Like, for real, you have to put your thinking caps on. It's time to go back to school. If you want to live and just watch Netflix and play games and be a juvenile all your life, you can do that, sure. And then you're going to constantly be struggling. Or if you want to be free, you got to fight for that freedom. And it's going to take, some of the time of other stuff that wasn't so important, but you're going to live a much better fulfilled life, and you'll actually be able to support a family and stuff like that, and not be getting taken advantage of all the time. So, all right, put your thinking caps on. Dude Man and I will see you real soon. All right, bye.